Namaskar, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm RVD and let us go ahead with the next lecture in my playlist Placement Interview Questions on C Programming, where C Programming is simplified. In this particular lecture, in this video, we are going to look at how to build the programming expressions in C. Now see, we have completed everything that is required to build the expression. We know the operators in detail, we know math library. Now whenever we'll be facing any problem statement, we will be getting the mathematical formula, we'll be getting the mathematical expression. Whereas when we implement that, we have to write the equivalent programming expression. And that is what we are going to learn in this particular lecture or in this video. Given mathematical expression, how to build the programming expressions. Okay? So there are some efforts we require to do, some things we require to be very careful of, and that is all things we will learn in this particular video. Okay, let's move on. But before that, again, just a very humble request to all of you to please subscribe my channel if you have not already done that. I know most of you have already done the job in a great way. But then in that case, please pass it on to all your friends, all your acquaintances, and spread the word. Okay, do visit my other playlist as well, which are about data structures. I've also started with one playlist of people with passion, and soon I'll be adding more videos to it as well. Okay, so do explore the channel. Let's move on to building programming expressions. Okay. So to start with, let us start with a very simple and a very basic one, and then we'll try to gradually increase the complexity. Yeah. So if at all I have a programming expression or rather mathematical expression like this, x is equal to minus b upon 2a. Now if this is the mathematical expression I have, I cannot keep it as it is in programming. In programming, numerator, denominator is not allowed. So how do I convert that to a programming expression? X is equal to, minus b I can very easily write because we have seen unary negation operator. Okay, divide by 2a is not possible. So I have to say 2 into a. Now, but if I leave it as it is, divide and multiply both are equal priority. So they will take up the priority from left to right as per their associativity. And this will result into minus b divided by 2. And the whole into a, which is not same as what we want. And that is the reason we have to understand this and apply extra brackets here. And when I do that, then now it will match to what we expect. So that is what is very important to understand. Okay. Let us do one more. So suppose I have, let's say, roots of quadratic equation minus b plus square root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Let that be a positive root. Now again, this is a mathematical expression. The programming for that will be minus b plus square root would be with the function from mat.h. We know that b square cannot be written, but instead of going for pow function, but square and all, we can simply do b into b minus 4 into a into c. Okay. Now this is the function called bracket because obviously we are working with the inbuilt function. Divide by again 2 into a. Now I hope you will immediately realize here that 2 into a must be in bracket. But there is one more thing we are missing. If at all I keep it as it is, then it will be only this term divided by 2a. We want the complete numerator to be divided by denominator, and hence the extra bracket here will be required. Remember one thing, whatever level of brackets you need, here I have 2 levels of bracket, but all the brackets that I use in expression must be the round bracket. Unlike algebra. Algebra we used to start with round bracket, then maybe outer, if at all I required to put one more, I used to use a square bracket, and maybe the outer of that used to be the curly braces. Here that is not allowed because square bracket and curly braces have their own meaning. Whatever number of brackets you require to use in in programming expression, we have to make use of round brackets only. Okay, let's go ahead. Let us try to maybe take more examples. Okay, so suppose I have something like this. Let's let's say y is equal to x square plus 2x plus 7 divided by 3x square minus 4, something like this. Now how that could be handled? Y is equal to x square plus 2 into x plus 7, the whole should be in bracket because it's a complete numerator, divided by 3x square, that is 3x into x minus 4, and that's how it should be. I hope you are getting it. So that is how given a mathematical expression can be converted to a programming expression. Suppose I have something like this. Let's say x is equal to 1 plus I upon 1 plus I upon 1 plus I. Now this is a wonderful mathematical expression. I have to convert that to a programming expression without changing its meaning. Okay, so let's see. So it will be x is equal to 1 plus I divided by 1 plus I divided by 1 plus I. Now this 1 plus I is obviously will happen, but it will be after division. What do you want here? You want I to get divided by only 1 and then plus I should be done, or I should be divided by complete? I hope your answer is complete. So in that case we have to put brackets for this. Okay, so it's like I divided by this complete. Now again here also it is not I divided by 1, but it is I divided by complete. Similarly here also it is I divided by. So these brackets are required, so keep the meaning. Now what happens is it's going to be 1 plus I divided by. First you have to solve this bracket. For that you have to solve this bracket. So it will first divide I by 1 plus I. Then the whole answer is added to 1, and then this I will be divided by this complete answer, and then that will be added with 1. Exactly what you want in a mathematical expression. Okay, I hope you are gradually getting this concept that how to convert the mathematical expression into programming expression, and it requires efforts because you require to check up the priority properly, and accordingly you have to handle either by adding some brackets or by doing some other adjustment. Okay, suppose let us have a simple interest example. SI, simple interest is what? PNR divided by 100. How do I convert that to a programming expression? Simple. Maybe I'll just put it here itself. It will be P into N into R, okay, divided by 100. Now do I need bracket here? The answer must be no, I don't need a bracket here. Many of them, they feel that PNR should be in bracket, but when it is multiplication and division, it doesn't matter. Anyway, it's going to go left to right, first P into N, then that answer into R, and the whole would be divided by 100. So I don't need any brackets. Okay, let us have the formula for compound interest, CI. CI goes like P into 1 plus R by 100 raised to N minus P. Because this complete expression gives you amount after interest. So if I subtract principal from that, I'll be getting CI. Now how can this be converted? So it will be CI into P into, I cannot put this as it is in mathematics, it is allowed. In programming, you have to make use of multiplication operator. Then it is x raised to y, so I'll be making use of power function. Then it will be 1 plus R by 100, which is my base, and the exponent is what? Comma N. Okay, and then the whole minus P. Now, is it correct, or do we need any extra bracket? Surprisingly, we do not need any extra bracket because it will be handled properly. It's going to first make use of R divided by 100. Then 1 will be added because divide anyway has got a higher precedence. So the base is created. It's going to make use of power, this base raised to N. The answer would be prepared, multiplied by P, and then finally the subtraction will be done. I hope you are getting it. So we do not need any extra bracket as such. Okay, if at all I just make up some expressions for practice, maybe I guess one more would be sufficient for you to understand. So it would be something like, let's say f is equal to 1 upon root of 2 pi LC into log of let's say log of x square y. Currently I'm not getting anything. I'm just making up an expression. for you to practice because it covers a lot of other things. See, nothing is mentioned in log, that means it has to be the log of your natural base. So I'll be making use of a log function. If I want log to the base 10, then I'll be making use of a function called log10. Okay, so how this would be? It'll be 1 upon, so it's like 1 upon root of 2 pi. So it's going to be, how do I get the square root? SQRT of 2 into pi. Now I cannot make use of pi. There's no symbol for pi. There's no universal symbol for pi in programming. So I have to make use of value. That is better. Okay, so 1 upon SQRT of 2 pi into L into C. Isn't it this complete should be in bracket because it has to be in the denominator. So this is 1 upon this, and then finally I'll make it into log of x into y. Okay, and somehow this would be the expression. Is that clear? So that is how we'll be able to build the programming expressions. Fine. So in this video, I tried giving you how to look at the mathematical expression, make use of the operators that we have, the math library functions we have, and convert the mathematical expressions into programming expressions. Is that clear? Okay. I have a simple question rather that you can answer. Obviously, if at all you require to watch, you can watch the videos, not only this but the previous videos also, and you can try answering this question by putting the comments, okay, for this particular video. So my simple question is, okay, we have the concept of inbuilt function, right? Inbuilt functions are there in your C programming. So C programming provides inbuilt functions in the form of something, okay, which contains what? Which contains library functions. Okay, so what is this? What is this box? I repeat my question. Inbuilt functions, the concept of inbuilt functions are what? We have a collection of library functions kept in something. This box is there, and we are going to make use of this box, okay, to make use of these library functions. So what is this box? Okay, I've already explained that in one of my videos, how exactly C programming, the structure of the framework of inbuilt functions are being designed. Okay, so my question is, what is the entity which is used to collect library functions of the similar type? What is this particular entity called? Okay, so I would expect your answers in the comment, okay, which will obviously help you in testing your knowledge, or maybe for that matter you can go back and see the video again, okay, and try to answer this question. So as far as the groundwork is concerned, a lot of fundamental work is being done. Okay, maybe soon in the further videos I'll be starting with the concept of input-output, where you'll be able to learn how to accept input in C programming and how to generate the output. Okay, so you can very well look forward to further videos for that. But as far as the current video is concerned, that's it from my side. Thank you and happy learning.